八字并非天定，而是人定的。Because of our own speech, actions, and thought, we form our own 八字. So, can a man by his own effort conquer his destiny? My answer to that is Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Li Jiqian live reporting from Palm Tree Resort. 阿弥陀佛，大家好，我是姬谦。I've been told that my broadcasts sometimes resemble that of a newscaster. I almost applied to be a newscaster, but no, I didn't. So here I am today. I had a female client. She came to me and I asked her, hey, what took you so long to look for a 八字 consultation when I can obviously tell that you believe in Chinese metaphysics? Oh, because I thought 人定胜天. I thought by my own effort I will be able to conquer my destiny. Now, is that right? Or is it 天定胜人? Does the heaven will has such a overriding influence over us that man can never be able to change his own destiny? Our 八字, which is our birthday, time, month and year, they think that our 八字is given by heaven. So whatever we do, we can't change. We are fated to like this, like this. Many people do not realize that our 八字 is actually a collection and accumulation of our past karma from our many lifetimes. Human beings are not just this lifetime. Most of us are actually antiques at it. If you really calculate the number of lifetimes you have been going round and round in this wheel of reincarnation. If your 八字 is very good, this means that you have actually made an effort to accumulate more merits, more good deeds, form more positive affinities with many people. And that is one reason why you can be a rich man. It takes a lot of positive affinities for a person to be rich. No man is an island. Everybody needs to rely on a lot of external factors, on a lot of help from many benefactors. 千里马也需要遇到伯乐，对吧？ You need someone to recognize the talent in you. You need friends who believe in you. You need employees who believe in you. You need bosses who see the value in you to continue grooming you. In the very first place, when you're born, you even need parents who believe in your abilities to groom you the way that your 八字 deserves, such that you can at a very young age achieve success faster, easier and smoother. Back to my point. 八字并非天定，而是人定的。Because of our own speech, actions and thought, we form our own 八字. So, can a man by his own effort conquer his destiny? My answer to that is, you are the one who formulate your own 八字. You are the one who formulate your own destiny. So why are you talking about whether is it heaven will or not with a Facebook friend? He was telling me about his inner dilemma. On one hand, as a Buddhist, he believed that self-cultivation is able to change the 八字. And that because you can change your 八字, the inner energy that you generate, you will be able to alter the Feng Shui of your home. But on the other hand, he also believed that 一命二运三风水四积德五读书. He was referring to the book 了凡四训, the Four Lessons of Liao-Fan. 袁了凡先生 changed his own destiny. He was supposed to have a short lifespan, not to have any sons. He's not supposed to achieve much in his career achievement. He was a government officer. That was predicted by a previous fortune teller, and the fortune teller was so precise that he could even tell him that when you take the imperial exams, which position you will come in, and when you are working as this government officer, what your salary will be. The fortune teller could say everything down to the last cent, so much so that Mr Yuen Liao-Fan couldn't not believe in the fortune teller. It was only much later he met a monk who told him that if you have such a pessimistic life view, you are never going to go anywhere in life, and this lifetime of yours will be a waste. Based on what the monk advised him, he single-handedly changed his whole destiny around. He managed to have 2 sons, live to a ripe old age, go much higher in his career achievement as a government officer. Self-cultivation, doing good on your own, is it enough to change your destiny such that you don't need Feng Shui, a 八字 consultation, etc.? My point is, yes, you are not wrong to say that, but do you realize that there's such a thing called timing? Are you in time to change your destiny before something inevitable happens? Are you in time to reap the good from a certain thing around you before something else happens? You wouldn't know because you don't know how to see your own 八字. You don't know what is coming next year. You don't know what to be careful this year. You do not know what is going to happen to yourself. And this thing about self-cultivation, you are the one who self-cultivate. Yes, maybe you are able to change your own inner energy and maybe have things a little bit better just because of your faith. What about your spouse? What about your children? Do they have the ability to change their own destinies? Are they hardworking enough to cultivate? Are you being maybe a little bit selfish? If you only focus on yourself and you neglect your family needs or whatever that's happening to them, you wouldn't know because you don't know how to see 八字. And as we all know, children don't tell us everything. If they are not doing well or having obstacles in their life, you never get their 八字read when they are children. You wouldn't be able to tell at all. Changing your life the 了凡四训 way has no conflict with Feng Shui, 八字, 紫微斗数 or whatever Chinese metaphysics there is. Why we have all these skills that are being passed down by our forefathers, it is their way of telling us that no matter how bad your 八字 is, you always have the ability to change it. And no matter how good your 八字 is, please remember, just like money can be used up, good merits, good fortune can also be used up. We look at Buddha. When 孤独长者 wanted to build a 精舍 for Buddha and the Sangha, Buddha sent Sariputra, which is 舍利佛, to audit the land, 3 plots of land. The first plot of land was not suitable because it used to be for butchery, and the second plot of land was also turned down because it was used for prostitution activities. Only the third plot of land was a good land, suitable for spiritual cultivation, for Dharma propagation. That is how eventually we have the 植树给孤独园. You will read about this 精舍 in many of the Buddhist sutras. Now, we all know Buddha is definitely an accomplished spiritual cultivator. Under Buddha, there are his 10 famous disciples. They have attained arahats, 阿罗汉果. So they are also accomplished spiritual cultivators. Why does Buddha still send Sariputra to assess the land? Isn't the energies of Buddha and the famous disciples enough to turn the energies to their liking? My point is, Feng Shui is there to help you. It is not there to obstruct you. It is not there to encourage superstition or whatsoever. Because I have no idea how good your cultivation is. When you are doing good, are you accidentally, inevitably also doing something wrong? Tell a lie, indulge in certain acts that are not in accordance with the precepts. 所以你这边修善，那边造恶，结果加减乘除到来还是来不及了。But never mind, I take my own sweet time, I cultivate. By the time you finish cultivating, God know how long that will take already. And when you refer to Yuen Liao-Fan 先生, you know how many good deeds he done in order to get a son, to have money, to get his career achievement as a government officer, prolong his lifespan. He did. Are you really that hardworking? Are you going to really take so much time to slowly self-cultivate? And at the same time, maybe you're putting yourself, your children and your spouse at some risk while you have the choice of getting a reliable, competent, someone that you trust, a Feng Shui practitioner, help you and speed things up. That is what we are actually all after, because who knows when life will end, when the bad thing will come. And if the bad thing comes, are you sure your family is able to ride through it? Maybe you can, but not everybody is made of the same metal. Some people can overcome failure easier. Some people just want failure their whole lifetime. They will be talking and talking about it, never been able to recover from it. 你也不年轻了. So grab success when it's available. If you have a Feng Shui practitioner that you trust, don't waste time. Think of Singapore 观明山普觉常侍红传法师. He has set the Feng Shui of 光明山 so well that its propagation of Dharma activities is one of the top in Singapore. They are also a very famous monastery in Singapore. Almost everybody would have heard of 光明山. During Vesak Day, you should see the crowds that go to the temple. 哇，香火旺盛，香油钱也是很旺盛. Why does he also bother to make the effort to set the Feng Shui of 光明山 as a famous monk who observed the precepts very well? Surely he would have enough inner energy to change the energies of the temple. My point is, 你只不过是一个人的力量。人本来就是宇宙的一部分。Humans are part of the universe. We are part of nature. When we use Feng Shui, we use it to live according to nature harmony, so that we can always achieve faster results, success, happiness, whatever you want, if you can find the right Feng Shui master to help you. And of course, some people also say that, oh, I just self-cultivate myself. Actually, it's another word for saying that 我不舍得花那个钱呐. If they think it's very expensive, they cannot divide by 4 and measure by 365 days. They just think that by paying a lump sum of $300 is expensive. or they rather spend the money on a branded bag, a good meal, a good trip, etc. 人定胜天还是天定胜人 All along, we have been masters of our destiny. We formulate our own 八字 by what we do or what we didn't do, or what we forgot to do or what we did wrongly. So no such thing as heaven's will. Understand the law of the karma, the law of the cause and effect, as well as Feng Shui. Because Feng Shui is nothing religious, it's nothing superstition. It's all about telling you how to live in harmony with the environment. And if you do not have the good energies in your 八字, you leverage on the environment to help you so that this lifetime you will achieve your dreams. You will not have a wasted trip. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. 感谢大家的观看，我祝大家日吉祥，夜吉祥，一日60很吉祥，扎西德勒。